Todd Walsh back here in Dallas. Coyotes and the Stars coming up in just a couple of moments. Hang in there, will ya? But first, here is the deal. Literally. Talked about it on the pregame show, but it rolls on. Our Fox Sports Arizona ticket office takeover is underway, and we're bringing the savings to you tonight. Only 45% off. 45% off the box office price. And that'll get you 2 tickets to both November 29th against Calgary, the 11th of December against Nashville. Get your seats in the lower bowl for just $160 or the upper level for $80. That's 2 great games. This offer ends when we're off the air. 480-563-PUCK. And as I said earlier, when you call, tell him McConnell sent you. He knows a guy. Take it away, man.
Todd, I thought you were the one that knew a guy. Let's take a look at the starting goaltenders tonight. It's presented by Behind the Mask. Hockey shops in a good one tonight, Tyson.
Well, you look at Mike Smith's numbers, career versus the Stars, 7-4-5 with a 2.09 goals against. That is going to be key here tonight. Kari Lehtinen, he has struggled mightily, but in his last 7 games versus Arizona, he has been lights up. So we got a real good goaltender duo here tonight.
Underway here tonight in Dallas. Second of 3 meetings this season between the Coyotes and the Dallas Stars. And the play is offside just 6 seconds into the hockey game. You saw the referees briefly there. Tom Cowell and Steve Kazarian, the linesmen, Darren Gibbs and Brian Pansich.
You cannot afford to take this Dallas Stars team lightly. That is for sure. With all that offense up front, they can make you pay in a hurry. Turnovers are going to be critical in this hockey game. You do not want to feed the transition game of the Stars club.
Connor Murphy and Keith Yandle out there right now defensively for the Coyotes, who begin a 3-game road trip. Yep, another one here tonight in Dallas with stops Saturday in San Jose and Sunday down the road in Anaheim. Coyotes been very good defensively. They need to score some goals, though. They fell short in overtime the other night against the Washington Capitals, but 5 out of a possible 6 points over the last couple of games as this one is played into the corner.
They have to play that exact same way here in this hockey game. I think they ended up losing that game in overtime because they just didn't have that extra push, that extra energy. And Dave Tippett expects that out of his hockey club each and every night. No morning skate this morning to make sure they're ready for this one.
Michael Stone will look to move it along. Sam Gagner through center that time, intended for Toby Reeder. Puck goes down the length, and Trevor Daley, who had an outstanding game a couple of weeks ago out at Gila River Arena, is able to ignite this rush as Dominic Rousseau force it into the corner against Michael Stone. David Schlemko back in the lineup tonight. He's paired with Stone as the Coyotes get it up the ice. Alex Goligoski will play it around and cleared right back to center ice, but a takeover that time by Doan, and he'll try to drop it off for Antoine Vermette. Puck ends up in behind the net, and Jason Spezza now for the Dallas Stars trying to get it out. Ales Hemsky is there.
Ales Hemsky still with only 2 points, yet to score a goal for the Dallas Stars. He has struggled mightily. That's probably even an understatement.
Shot sharp angle by Vermette is handled by Kari Lehtinen. Well, the coaches in this one for the Coyotes, Dave Tippett said he thought the team competed hard on Tuesday against Washington, but fell a little bit short. And Lindy Ruff at the other side of the bench, certainly frustrated with the way it's gone on home ice for his Dallas Stars. 617 victories between Dallas and the long time he was behind the bench in Buffalo.
Now Lindy Ruff still trying to figure out what's happened with his hockey club and how they continue to fall apart late in hockey games.
Out of the zone and played back to the line. Fiddler will get it in over the line. Trying to set it up towards the net, blocked away by Connor Murphy. Klingberg, the young defenseman, will work it into the corner. This one ends up in behind the net. Brendan Dillon will pinch right side for Dallas. And now the Stars will move it along, trying to keep it inside the zone. That time was Travis Moen. If you recall, he was acquired the day these two teams met a couple of weeks ago out in Glendale. They got him from the Montreal Canadiens for Sergei Gonchar. And they continue the board battle here as Vern Fiddler, the ex-Coyote, will keep it for Klingberg.
Definitely a salary dump in regards to that trade. Travis Moen, one of those guys that really brings the sandpaper. Been in the league a long, long time. You know what you're going to get out of Moen each and every night.
Keith Yandle has it. Both teams changing it up front. Brandon McMillan.
Everybody knows where the puck is. Everyone's in the Dallas Stars zone.
Schlemko fires it in. called from Portland. Actually never made it to Portland. He was about to red-eye it. And then the injury to Brandon Gormley, so he stuck around. The Coyotes recalled him as this puck will be played in over the line by McMillan and handled by Crombeen. Tried to get a shot away that time, and it was blocked. Now a shot from Stone, and that rang off the post.
Off the pipe. Lettman didn't even see that puck because of the traffic in front of him. That's how you're going to score on Lettman. Pucks to the net, traffic in front. He's struggling. Confidence is not high right now.
Deflected in by Marty Erat. Daly will play it behind the net for Dallas. Intercepting is Chipchura. Rob Klinkhammer back in the lineup. Now Chipchura to the middle. McCulloch shoots and a stop by Lettman. Oh, he fought that one. And Zbynek McCulloch with a grade A chance between the circles.
Oh, nice play there by Klinkhammer. He could have taken this puck to the net. And here was the first opportunity. The redirect off of Vitali. Off of the crossbar. You see Lettman has no idea where that puck is. And then on that very next shift, Klinkhammer to Chipchura. Chipchura feeds McCulloch. Leads to a real good scoring chance.
Off the end board, swept away that time by Lettman. Into the corner it goes, and Bodker will go to work. Gets it down low, Korpikoski. Larry Korpikoski behind the net for Antoine Vermette. And now Vermette trying to leave it there for Bodker. Goes along the end boards. Trevor Daly moving along, and Tyler Seguin trying to get it out. He'll get a second whack at it, and it's cleared to center. Oliver Ekman-Larsson right in the middle of the battle, and it's freed by Seguin, and broken up beautifully that time by Zbynek McCulloch.
Oh, great stick there by McCulloch. Otherwise, Eakin was all alone.
Side of the net now, Seguin. In that circle, gets it down low. They flip it to the front, and unable to finish it off was Seguin. Back to the line, and an opportunity here. The glove save by Smith on a bid there from young defenseman John Klingberg.
We talked about it, why the Coyotes are having so much success. It's because of good defense. McCulloch, I'm sure he even knew that Eakin was behind him on the play. Very aggressive. Stick on puck. Seguin unable to sauce that pass up and over the stick of McCulloch and over to a wide open Eakin.
Chipchura on the face-off, and now Doan will look to move it along, and he does the safe play to get it through the neutral zone. Shots right now even at 2. No score early tonight from Big D. Yandel will set it up inside of his own zone, paired with Connor Murphy. Keith Yandel's minutes up a little bit higher. I would imagine he's probably feeling a little bit better and better by the day.
Yeah, he had that injury a few games ago in Vancouver. Limited his ice time, unable to really rush the puck like we're so used to seeing, but he's back.
Over the line now. In behind the net it goes. Tyler Seguin trying to get it in front. And that'll be broken up into the corner. Yandel will go after it. Antoine Roussel there. And a chance as it's played away. And out of the zone it goes for Gagne. Gagne's got Doan. Gagne cutting to the middle. Now Gagne, the trailer McMillan, and a stop that time by Lettman. Second time they've looked for the trailer. And it's nearly paid off in both instances as it's cleared all the way back.
Yeah, a little over-aggressive there by the back checkers of Dallas. Both times, as you mentioned, that trailing player wide open.
Lettman steers into the corner. Good board battle down low. Jamie Alexiak can't clear it. And now it's moved out. And back the other way it goes. Here's an opportunity over the line. And just set wide. Oh, and a great look there by Patrick Eaves.
Oh, what a feed by Moan. Just to feather that puck through and right on the tape.
Alexiak through center for Travis Moen. Now Moen follows it up right to the net. He stopped that time by Smith.
He runs over Mike Smith as well. How is that not goalie interference?
Vern Fiddler has it. That was blocked away in front by Joe Vitale. Now Trevor Daly, his shot wide of the mark. The line, Goligoski, all sorts of room, and Daly now will skate it in. Kind of curling out above that right circle. Takes a shot. It's underneath Smith. Coyotes will try to clear, but they can't. And another shot hits Smith. Still scrambling in the crease, and finally we get a whistle and a clear out as well. Enough is enough, says Rob Klinkhammer. 3 shots for the Coyotes, 2 for Dallas. No score tonight. Hey, don't forget about tonight's ticket office takeover. The deal, 2 tickets to both the Flames and Predators games coming up in the next couple of weeks. November the 29th, December 11th. Lower bowl, the whole package, $160. The upper bowl, just $80. It's available during tonight's broadcast, and that is it. And don't forget, we'll also be selecting some random callers for upgraded seats and select fan experiences. A great deal all around. You save 45%. You can use that savings maybe towards other Christmas gifts. Maybe spend it in the Coyotes team store when you're out watching them play next week when Colorado's in on Tuesday. So get on the phone. Yeah, absolutely. Enjoy the hockey and enjoy the savings here tonight from Dallas. Face-off to the left of goaltender Mike Smith. Oliver Ekman-Larsson will try to play it along the boards. Korpikoski, good outlet there for Vermette. But it's taken away. And Cody Eakin will get it back and over the line where it's played away by Mike Smith and out of the zone back to center. Both teams have had flurries. Coyotes have had a couple of one-time chances in front of Lettinen. Dallas in that last sequence had some good traffic in front of Smith. Neither team able to score to this point. Coyotes will get it out, and it's cleared to center where Korpikoski will dump one over the glass and out of play. And that gives us a chance, Tyson, to take a look at your keys to the game. They're brought to you by Sanderson Ford.
Well, work them, turn them, and burn them. That is because the weakness on this Dallas Stars team is on their back end, their defense. You want to expose them all night long and return on the investment. You get out what you put in. Coyotes got to punch the clock here tonight and get that all-important 2 points.
Well, they're young back there, and that's one of the things.
They're small, they're young, inexperienced.
John Klingberg, I believe, has 5 games of NHL experience. Made his NHL debut in Glendale a couple of weeks ago, and they just recalled, get this name, Jyrki Jokiharju from Texas.
I'll leave that one to you.
He'll never touch the puck all night. No, just kidding. As it's played back and over the line, and Sevier now into the corner. Jokiharju.
That's one thing Dallas has, though. They've gone out and done a real nice job bringing in free agents, spent a ton of dough, but nothing really on their back end. Everything they've got on their back end has usually been run through the system and up through the draft. No big free agent signings on their blue line.
Both teams changing up the forward units. Yandel up on left wing looking for Shane Doan. Fell down that time of the play, and Alexiak will play it in behind the net for Dallas. Good intercept by Reeder along the wall. Alexiak and Reeder, and now Sam Gagner in the corner. And watching that chemistry develop between Gagner and Captain Shane Doan. Reeder comes away with it with a shot. And a stop there by Lettinen. Boy, just popped off that wall, Toby Reeder.
I like it. Reeder does a real nice job taking the shot. Shane Doan pops out to the right, looking for that one-timer, but he's not open. He's covered extremely well. The shot's there. You got to take it. But Lettinen's one of those goaltenders, very, very aggressive, always outside that blue paint in his crease, facing that shot. So any sort of pass off to the side, you will 100% beat him.
Shot by Gagner, blocked away by Bryn Fiddler as it went towards the net. Taken out of the corner, and Toby Reeder will work it down low. In behind the net, Shane Doan. Now Eves for Dallas will get it out to Vern Fiddler. Plays one in behind the net. Mike Smith will steer it around. And it goes off the glass and off netting, and so we'll get a face-off inside the Coyotes zone.
There's a look at Michael Stone. A great game the other night. He leads all Coyotes in block shots. In fact, he's 8th in the entire NHL with 44 blocks on the season. He's a guy that pays the price. He's very, very offensive. In junior, he's really developed into a little bit of everything here for Arizona. Had 8 goals last year, almost 20 points. This year, the points haven't come, I'm sure, like he's wanted to, but definitely worked on his defensive game. He's been so solid.
I think in that third pairing, Michael Stone has really elevated his game. Playing some of his best hockey.
Yeah, I think it was just too much for him to play on that top unit. with Keith Yandel at the start of the year. He's really settled in now.
Seguin to the side. They work it to the front. It's underneath, and Smith slams the door. And maybe a little bit of an extra push that time out of Eakin.
And here's what Dallas can do. They just rim this puck around. Ben picks it up seamlessly. Good feed through the neutral zone and all sorts of speed. And then they just crash the net. That's simple as that. Put the pucks towards Mike Smith and get bodies there. That's your Schwartz Laser Ice Center view from the ice. And Mike Smith's going to have to be sharp here tonight. Saw Tyler Seguin a couple times already. He's not shooting to score. He's just shooting for a rebound.
Goligoski with it as he's hounded by Mikkel Boedker. Played back to center, Yandel. And now we get a whistle here on the offside. That time Korpikoski did not vacate in time. Well, Michael Stone, you know, we talked a little bit just a couple of moments ago about his elevated play.
And this is the type of stuff that he does. Just total disrespect for your body. Takes one right on the chin there, literally. That thing was still leaking after the game. 4 or 5 stitches as he's dripping blood all the way to the locker room. Kind of joking after the game, his chin was all swelled up. But where he got it exactly.
He's among the league leaders in block shots. This puck will be played over the line. Boedker. Now Boedker back to the point man. Oliver Ekman-Larsson got one towards the net and sticked away that time by Lettman. And we will step out. 9:59 remaining in the first. No score. No score tonight in Dallas between the Coyotes and the Dallas Stars. Let's take a look at our Geico legacy moment. And Tyson, a lot of firsts when it comes to playing these Stars.
Yeah, that's for sure. Dane Doan, first NHL game, Erat as well. Stone, Korpikoski, first goal on Schlemko, first goal as well. And talked about Schlemko drawing back into the lineup here. Really a big wake-up call for Schlemko. He gets sent to the minors. This is like a second life here for him.
I believe he called the whole process humbling.
Oh, man. There's not a worse feeling in the world getting sent back to the minors after playing in the NHL for a number of years. I can tell you that.
I think he's looking at it as a reset moment, but he's going to have to think about it. He's going to go for a holding minor here. And the Coyotes will be shorthanded.
Going to the box is Schlemko. So the Stars are going to go to the power play, and Cole just working along the boards. Schlemko gets his stick caught up around Cole, and Cole sells it a little bit, but Schlemko is also a big part of the penalty kill too. Summers, who did a remarkable job the other night, had 5 blocks in that game.
Trevor Daley couldn't keep the right point. Daley and Seguin, the point men for the Dallas Stars. And up front they go with Jason Spezza also out there. Jamie Benn. And Antoine Roussel. Roussel with it. Plays it in behind the net. Oliver Ekman-Larsson after Benn. They'll wrap it around. Chance. Daley now. Wrister to the net. That was blocked away by McCulloch. Got his stick on it. Now Ben, the captain, out high, blocked away that time. Korpikoski forcing the Dallas Stars out.
Yeah, very aggressive up high on those points was Korpikoski, taking away that passing lane. Great job. They know they want to set up either Ben or Tyler Seguin. You play the odds on that one.
Stars will bring it out. Still plenty of time left. 1:08 remaining in their power play. Eakin to the line for Klingberg. He had good numbers in the American Hockey League at Texas. Goligoski. Now a shot taken that time goes over the top of the net. Hemsky ends up in behind. He'll feed the point man Goligoski, but it goes past his stick and all the way down where Lettman is out to play. Vitale and Reeder out there with Ekman-Larsson and McCulloch to kill off the remaining 35 of the Dallas power play. And it's set back up the ice by Reeder.
Now that is not a good power play right there for the Dallas Stars. Totally out of sync. They were working on it this morning at pregame skate. for a good 20 minutes. Trying to fine-tune it. But right now, they can't even make a tape-to-tape pass. Unable to set anything up.
Klingberg has it. Across it goes. And a shot. Getting a piece to a Smith. Klingberg and Goligoski, the two-point man, looking to crank it up for the Dallas Stars. 5 to go to the Schlemko minor. And it's set down the ice by Ekman Larsson. So that's going to do it. And the Coyotes are back to full strength as Schlemko will head to the bench. And the Dallas power play, I believe just one shot on goal. Coyotes counter.
Power play only 15% with all this talent. Hard to believe.
Connor Murphy will send one to the net. That was blocked away. Penalty coming up here. Bockler got cross-checked. And this one's going to go against Jyrki Jokipaka, the rookie that we were talking about earlier.
There you go. Jokipaka to the box, and it's going to give this Coyotes power play a chance to go to work. Just under 19% for the season. There's a hit from behind. I think Bockler took a high stick as well from Dylan. It's a dangerous play there. Power play that's done some damage this season. Love to get on the board here. Lehtinen is a goaltender who's allowed 13 power play goals against.
Now, you talk about gaining momentum all the time, Tyson. Maybe they can get some momentum on this power play after the successful kill. Talk about the way games ebb and flow. Here's Doan with it over the line. Back out high, Ekman Larsson over to Yandel. Now Bottker. Now Ekman Larsson, they send it around. Yandel with a shot, that went wide. This is a big part of the success in the opening month of the Coyotes power play, the quick movement in the zone of the power play. Let's see if they can get back to more of that here tonight.
Well, they just did. That is just beautiful to watch, how they zip that puck around.
At the line, Ekman Larsson, so a good keep here for the Coyotes with a little more than a minute remaining. That shot sent wide. Yandel. Yandel looking around. Back out high. Ekman Larsson, wrister stopped, and Doan looking for the rebound. He's stopped by Lehtinen.
Well, here was the passing that you're alluding to, Matt, and this is fun to watch when the Coyotes are playing this way. You watch how they zip this puck around. Tic-tac-toe. Down, up, over, back, through the seam. I mean, those penalty killers, it's impossible to defend against when you're moving the puck that quick. They're dizzy right now. I'm sure on that Stars bench. And then that's when you got to get a shot through. It looks good. And then you got to capitalize and execute. Make sure that puck gets to the front of the net where Shane Doan is typically standing.
They mark it to the right of Kari Lehtinen, an even minute remaining in the power play. Here's a chance. Stone try to get it to the front. Schlemko now feed it back to Stone. And now Sam Gagner sends one to the net. It's underneath Lehtinen. And unable to finish it off was Korpikoski.
Yeah, that's where you want that battle in front. It's Korpikoski and Erat. They're going to be in front of Lehtinen, and good puck movement. Stone, Schlemko. And then here's the shot by Gagner. And you got to park yourself right in front. Get your rear end right in the eyeballs of Lehtinen so he cannot see that puck. It's the only way you're going to get a rebound. If he sees the puck, he's going to control it and get face-off.
Erat along the boards, going to try to chip it down low. Looking for Korpikoski. Now Korpikoski walking it to the line. Good keep Stone. And he sent one just wide and kind of rolls off the end boards and in behind the net where Gagner will feed it back for Schlemko. Late in the power play here. Now Gagner takes a shot. Glove save and a rebound. They score! Lauri Korpikoski. And it's a power play goal, and the Coyotes have taken a 1-0 lead.
Well, there you go. Perfect play all the way around. This power play, moving the puck around. The Coyotes dig that puck out. It was Sam Gagner. Back to Schlemko. And then back to Gagner, who comes up nice and high. And watch Lehtinen. I'm not sure what he's doing here. He makes the stop. He's down. He jumps up. And Korpikoski just bangs it right through his legs. He's a butterfly goalie. He's got to stay down until he knows where that puck is. The puck is right at his feet. He makes the save, jumps up, still doesn't know where the puck is. That's the easiest goal Korpikoski's ever gonna score.
Korpikoski, power play goal at 14:21, his second of the season. Gagne and Schlemko. And the Coyotes are off to a great start here in Dallas. Will step out. What a setup by Sam Gagne. And Lauri Korpikoski, a couple of swats, gives the Coyotes the 1-0 lead.
Welcome back. Here's the power play goal once again. And keep your eye on Lettinen, the goaltender for the Dallas Stars. Good puck movement here by Arizona. Gagne. And there it is, Lettinen. He makes the original save. Keep an eye right here. He's down. He jumps back up, and Korpikoski puts it into a wide open net through his 5-hole.
1-0 Coyotes thanks to their power play. And again, momentum. They kill off the penalty, and then they go on the job and get it done with a man advantage.
That's the 14th power play goal scored on Lettinen this year.
And it was also the 200th career assist for Sam Gagne. So congratulations to him.
And man, has he been playing better and better and better every game. Really starting to see what Don Maloney saw when they picked up Sam Gagne this summer.
Out high it goes, and here's a chance. Blocked away. Good bid there by Klingberg. This one nearly taken away that time by Chip Churin. A shot is on, and Smith makes the save.
It takes some time when you get to a new team to really get comfortable and find your game, chemistry with line mates, and it started here the other night against Vancouver. I really thought beautiful feed to the captain, Shane Doan, and then his best assist so far, the behind-the-back pass to Oliver Ekman-Larsson. That's going to be on every highlight reel all year long. That is just a thing of beauty. So skilled, so talented. We're now really starting to see that.
Toby Reeder gets it deep. Puck played in behind the Dallas net. Gagne is in there as well. 8 and 9 for the Coyotes. And Antoine Roussel pops away with it to center ice. Gets one in over the line. Little pull-up move there by Hemsky. He had manhandled that time by a couple of Coyotes players, including Captain Shane Doan.
Yeah, that's great defense there. Defending in layers. Hemsky's got 3 Coyotes all over him.
Antoine Roussel will take it away. And he drops it for Spezza. Trying to get it back in front. A shot taken that time by Jokipaka, and it goes over the glass and out of play. Well, our Fox Sports Arizona ticket takeover continues, but just remember it ends when the show ends. You get the details on your screen. Call 480-563-PUCK. Take advantage of the deal now. Now, here, I'm going to lay it out, Tyson. Here's the deal. You're going to save 45%. Think about it this way. You got a budget for Christmas, right? You got a Coyotes fan. You can save 45% on 2 great games. Or you can take that money and spend it elsewhere, right?
There you go. Now you're thinking. That is sharp stuff right there. I was wondering what all that smoke was coming out from your headset.
Stone. And this one off the glass, and it ends up in behind the Dallas goal.
Didn't have to do much thinking, though, with that deal. I'll tell you that.
And right back in by Vern Fiddler. Into the corner it goes. That deal is good all night during our broadcast. When we go off the air, poof, that deal is gone. As a shot is knocked away by Mike Smith. Now Mikkel Bakker will look to get it out. Smart play. He'll dump it in. Shift change on now for the Coyotes as they hold a 1-0 lead late here in the opening period tonight from American Airlines Center in Dallas.
You're on the road. You want to play smart, simple hockey. No one to put a show on here for. Keep it simple. Make the easy play. It's all about managing the puck.
Crombeen does such as he flips it into the corner as McMillan will give chase. Around the board, Sagan intercepts. And Ben will get it back through center ice. Alex Goligoski, the former Mr. Hockey in Minnesota when he played up on the Iron Range in Grand Rapids, goes offside.
Well, he went offside because the Coyotes held the blue line nice and tight. We always talk about those tight gaps, and you'll see a real good example of it. You look at the Dallas Stars, not much space out there. You got 3 Coyotes and 2 Dallas Stars. Another Coyote coming back on the back check. That's how this team has had so much success as of late. Just the little things, the details of the game. Systematically airtight.
Connor Murphy in behind the net. He'll leave it there. Chipchura goes after it. Chipchura bothered by a couple of players. Eric Cole is in there, and the puck will squirt free, and Klinkhammer will get it off the boards and live another day as Erat now gives chase against Brendan Dillon. Sean Horkoff, and out with it. Back to center ice it goes. Sevier for Cole on right wing. Goes in behind the net. Murphy angles off a Sevier there, and it's played back to center ice. Chipchura in hot pursuit against Brendan Dillon.
Another dump for speed and support. Coyotes really pounding the Stars right now. The Coyotes are playing physical. That's when they're at their best.
Shane Doan with the pressure deep inside the Dallas zone. They come away with it. Hemsky, but it's taken out of the zone, and Klingberg will have to do the reset. John Klingberg, 12 points in 10 games in the American Hockey League, so that hastened his recall. Antoine Roussel, his shot blocked. Chance Daly, and that's stopped. It's in behind the net. They scramble for it, and they can't put it home.
Mike Smith still down. How did this puck stay out? Mike Smith gasping for, let's hope, air and not injured on the play. Looks to be in a little bit of discomfort there.
A whistle here on the icing call. Mike Smith, what a sequence.
Let's take a look. He makes the first save. He's still struggling a little bit. Good overhead look here. There's the right pad save, and then that puck's just sitting there. And he kind of flips and flops over with Schlemko helping him out too. Wow. 5 Coyotes helping out their goaltender.
Trevor Daly off the draw. He'll get it off the glass back to center. Sent in by Travis Mullen. Now out of the corner with 49 to go. Coyotes will look to get it out. They do back to center. Korpikoski, the goal scorer, advances it to the Dallas blue line, but the Stars will move it along. Jokin Paka will send one right back in. Giveaway here as it's a thrown inside that right board area, but it's cleared away, and Bachler will get it back through center. Klingberg now. 22 to go in the period. Coyotes going to late change here. Nearly picked off by Brandon McMillan. He will pick it off, and now he brings it right back to the line. Like a junkyard dog there. Joe Vitale, and now McMillan overskated it. Murphy will step into a shot, and that was blocked on the way by Klingberg, and it's cleared back to center. Murphy will get it right back in, and we get a whistle here with 1.4 remaining. 3 things you need to know about our intermission tonight. Todd Walsh will have a visit with Larry Korpikoski, the goal scorer, who got the power play tally. Building the pack, a close look at Mike Smith from our show in the offseason, and Nasher Knows. We'll have another installment live from here in Dallas. So 1.4 to go. And they mark this faceoff coming up outside the zone, and the puck is dropped, and that's it. Textbook road period to begin this 3-game trip through the West, Tyson Nash. And the power play comes through. But again, we talked so much about the defensive aspects, how they're turning that corner. We saw more of it here in the first. Yeah, we sure did. And the power play comes through once again. Just simple road hockey. Nothing fancy. No need to put a show on here. If the safe play is to dump it in, dump it in. I would like to see a little bit more offensive zone time. I didn't see enough of that. Only 9 shots for both hockey clubs in that first period. More rubber on Lettinen is needed. End of 1 tonight. Some Coyotes fans in attendance here in Dallas, and Larry Korpikoski, the lone goal. His second from Gagne and Schlemko at 14:21. And the Coyotes have a 1-0 lead, and the goal scorer Korpikoski will visit with Todd when we return. The intermission of Coyotes hockey was presented by Jack in the Box. Love sriracha? Head to Jack in the Box for Jack's new spicy sriracha burger at participating restaurants. American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. And the Coyotes with a 1-0 lead, courtesy of the Larry Korpikoski goal. numbers in the first period, and the Coyotes dominant in the circle.
Domination is what that is. 16-8. You control the faceoff, you control the puck, and Dallas did a lot of chasing in that first period. That has got to continue. More shots as well.
Antoine Vermette had some good looks in that opening 20. Joe Vitale in that fourth line providing a spark as always. We'll see what unfolds here in the second period. We talked about it, a great start, but a very desperate Dallas team here tonight. Both teams start the second at full strength. And in behind the net to set it up, Brendan Dillon for the Dallas Stars. Rodford, Korpikoski, and Vermette out there to begin the second period for the Arizona Coyotes as Roussel that time. And this one off netting. And just a reminder, when the Coyotes win, you win at Papa John's. The day after every Coyotes win, celebrate with 50% off your online order at papajohns.com by typing in promo code Coyotes. Offer only available online on regular menu prices.
There are a couple of Coyote fans in the house tonight in Big D. Great building here in Dallas. Get ourselves a real good game here so far. Imagine things are going to heat up that much more too. Both clubs struggling, not happy with where they are in the standings. Dallas with 16 points, just 2 back of the Coyotes.
Played back to center, and the Stars will try to get it in over the line. Eakin that time knocked off the puck by Connor Murphy. That allows Yandel to play it up the ice for Brendan McMillan.
Good tight gaps there. You saw Connor Murphy way up on Eakin. As soon as he touches the puck, Murphy is in his face. That's how you especially got to play that top line of the Dallas Stars. You give them time and space, they're gonna make you pay. You see Connor Murphy, he doesn't back off too much. He's up nice and tight. Eakin can't get those wheels going. You want to take away that speed in the neutral zone, and Coyotes have done a real nice job with that so far.
Good numbers for Connor Murphy as of late. Gagne back. He'll chip it to the middle for Reeder. Surrounded by 4 Dallas Stars, but he got it in over the blue line. Dallas quick counter the other way as Sagan goes after it, but Smith will play it into the corner. That's where you really benefit to have a goaltender that can handle the puck there.
There's so much less wear and tear on your defenseman.
Comes right in front, and Lettinen just scoops that away. And we'll get a whistle. Well, tonight on Fox Sports Live, Gary Payton breaks down tonight's NBA double feature. We have a one-on-one exclusive conversation with Wisconsin men's basketball coach Bo Ryan. And Randy Moss makes an impassioned plea to get Marshall. Yeah, they're undefeated into the college football playoff. Randy Moss, of course, went to Marshall.
So get your tickets at 214
We'll have all of that for you a little bit later on. Marshall getting no love. They're undefeated. I don't even think they're ranked. Martin Erat now. Played back and over the line. Klinkhammer.
This is where the Coyotes need to establish their forecheck. Get that puck in below Dallas's defense.
Murphy with a wrist shot. Stopped that time, Lettinen. Kyle Chipchura. Now it pops free, and that's where Klinkhammer will go after it. To the point now. And across. Schlemko. Tried to get one towards the net. That was blocked out high. Now he takes another shot, and that's stopped by Lettinen.
Great shift here, because that's exactly what the Coyotes did. Got an early hit on their defenseman. Dallas keeps turning that puck over.
An angle just wide that time by Klinkhammer.
The pressure. This is where Dallas's D cannot handle the physicality of this Coyotes team.
Fed to the line. Schlemko with it. Now Erat, wise play to get it deep. Didn't really have a play. He was looking around. Coyotes will get a change. A much better play than popping it up high in the zone. Just a simple play. It's smart and effective. Taking away Spezza to stick to Antoine Vermette. Pulls up. Jason Spezza. Looking for Klingberg. Nowhere to go. Klingberg has it. All on top of him was Korpikoski. We get a whistle here. They're going to bring the faceoff out.
Well, here's a real good look at what we were talking about. Klinkhammer, a simple chip, and he gets that puck back. He's working against 3 Dallas Stars. Erat comes in for support. Chipchura as well. This is just simple, hard-working hockey. Outworking the Dallas Stars. Little battles all over the ice that are leading to opportunities here in this second period. This is more like Coyote hockey. And now on top of it all, Dallas has taken a penalty. And the Coyotes power play is going to go back to work. Got 1 power play already in this game.
Yeah, they got the young defenseman John Klingberg for closing his hand on the puck.
He still looks a little bit confused, trying to figure out why he is, in fact, in the sit-in. This would be a long 2 minutes for him.
Malagoski will clear it down the length of the ice. Let's set that power play unit for the Coyotes right now. It's Antoine Vermette out there with Shane Doan and Mikkel Bodker. Yandel and Ekman-Larsson, as always, is the point man. Got it right to the line, and it sits on the line, so the Coyotes live another day here. Doan with a shot. That was deflected wide. Back out high now for Yandel. Trying to get one towards the front. Daly will swap that into the corner. Uncle pop free. Good job by Ekman-Larsson to move it along to Yandel. Now to Ekman-Larsson and across. Bodker. He's got a little bit of room as he comes back out towards that right point. Now Yandel across. Bodker. Worcester, and a stop that time by Lettman. And it'll pop free where Jamie Benn will clear down.
Beautiful feed there by Keith Yandel. Too bad Mikkel Bodker couldn't one-time that puck. Ended up stopping it and then teeing it up. In that time, Lettman was allowed to get right to left and make that save.
And over the line it goes, but played away. Nice job there by Brendan Dillon, and he got it out of the zone with some help there from Antoine Roussel. Ekman-Larsson following up on the play to bring it in. Behind the net, Dillon is there. Challenged by Korpikoski, who sends it in behind the net. Now Erat trying to work it deep to the line. It goes. Gagne to Yandel. Rolled off his skate, but he's able to control for Korpikoski. Back of the line, good keep Gagne. Ekman-Larsson shoots, stop Lettman. Rebound to the crease, comes out high. Yandel, and now Gagne pulls. And a stop that time by Lettman.
Oh, nice power play again, good movement.
Across it goes, power play is over. Into the corner, and that one's going to be taken away and cleared out by Brendan Dillon.
Oh, that's going to be an icing, though. That whole unit is going to have to stay on the ice after that extended penalty kill. They got nothing in the tank. It wouldn't surprise me if Lindy Ruff calls a timeout here, in fact. There's the movement. Gagne, I love it. He pulls it inside. That just blows wide. I think that hit Erat in front, and then the battle in that blue paint. Oh, he's doing a real nice job controlling the puck. Look at Sam Gagne, who's a big part of that power play.
Lindy Ruff decides to keep his one and only timeout. Brendan McMillan in behind the net. Coyotes try to get that down low game going again. This one will go all the way down, and so the Dallas Stars will get that much-needed change. And the Coyotes counter right back it over the line. Here's a chance on a backhander. Vitale tried to drop it in front. Penalty coming up here. It's going to go against Schlemko.
Give him a dive on this one. That's terrible.
I think that's what Dave Tippett is screaming to one of our referees.
That's as a big, big man. You look at Schlemko. Well, he does get that right leg out there and stick between Spezza's legs, but there's no way Spezza should go down that easy. So interference is the call. Spezza was just chipping that puck around Schlemko. Now the Coyotes with a big kill.
Second minor of the night for David Schlemko. The Coyotes killed off his penalty in the opening period and then would go right to the power play to get the game's lone goal to this point from Lauri Korpikoski. Face-off inside the Coyote zone to the left of Mike Smith. Antoine Vermette will be out there with Lauri Korpikoski along with McCulloch and Ekman-Larsson to kill the penalty. Spezza, Roussel, Jamie Benn up front on this Dallas power play. And this one will go off the glass and down the lane.
Well, their first power play was not good. The passing was the issue. Couldn't make a tape-to-tape pass.
Oh, this one over the glass, and so they'll mark it back in the neutral zone at center ice.
A fragile team. You can tell them. They're fighting it. Pucks are bouncing.
As somebody injured, they're throwing a towel over the glass. That down in the near corner, about the 5th or 6th row.
Let's hope they're okay. Hit him right in the, or her in the forehead.
Security down quickly. They'll mark it at center ice. And Ekman-Larsson will clear it down the length. So 1:39 left in the Dallas power play. Spezza moves it along across center. Drops it for Seguin. Try to work it back to the point. Ben has it for Seguin. Now Seguin to the front. Good stick that time, McCauley.
That's doing your homework. They know that they want to get Seguin that puck. Good job taking that lane away.
Good scouting report, and another stick is Daly trying to get it in front. And this one swatted away and down by Antoine Vermette.
You get one whack at that puck to make sure it gets down the ice. You've got to get it down. Great job by Vermette.
McMillan behind the net, pestering Daly. 56 to go on the power play for the Dallas Stars. Offside the call. And it's played along and back. As Goligoski will set it up in behind the net. Out with it is Klingberg. Over the line, the defenseman trying to lead the rush before it's taken away by McMillan. 33 to go in the Dallas power play. Klingberg will drop for Hemsky. He got upended. They wanted a penalty. Goligoski thought about the shot. Now Goligoski, he'll shoot. And that was blocked away. Might have gone off the skate of Stone. Now Klingberg's sharp angle, and that ripped wide. Back to the line, and Eakin has it along the near boards. Klingberg with it. Skates in, he shoots, pad save Smith, and it ends up in behind the net. Now another look that time, trying to get it to the front was Sevier. Eakin's shot goes wide. Schlemko's out of the box. Coyotes are back to full strength. But they have the puck, does Dallas, inside the zone. And here's a quick look. Eakin with a shot. And Smith made the save on that one. Coyotes still can't get it out as Eakin has it.
They got nothing in the tanks either.
Klingberg blocked away by Schlemko. Best series of the night for the Dallas Stars before it's cleared out by McMillan.
Coyotes able to get at least 3 players off the ice.
Goes in behind, and Goligoski put it to the front. Eric Cole at the line. Alexiak shoots, and a pad save there by Smith.
They need a whistle here in the worst way.
And out of the zone and all the way back to center. Dallas bringing it here.
Connor Murphy and Stone out there for 2 minutes.
Here's a chance over the line. And this one over the glass and off netting, and that will get the change. Walshy, maybe that's going to end up in Todd's garage. You never know. I think he was kidding, as the faceoff will be to the left of goaltender Mike Smith. Stars win the draw. Trevor Daly sent it in behind the net. Now Erak going to try to reverse it. Daly goes after it. He has great speed as a defenseman. Played by Seguin out high. Eakin with a blast over the top of the net.
Took Jamie Benn's head off in front.
Now Seguin has it. Got one towards the front, and that deflected just wide. He's going to try to get it out. They clear it right back to center. Martin Erat will get it in as Chipchura and Klinkhammer go after the loose puck. Connor Murphy will try to pinch. He does. It doesn't work. 2-on-2 the other way. Maybe a 2-on-1. Ben drops it. Seguin to the side. And Eakin sent it wide.
One pass too many there. Tyler Seguin. He's got to pull the trigger.
Out of the zone. Dillon has to go back to get it for Klingberg.
Leading goal scorer in the entire National Hockey League. You got the hot stick. You want to let it go. Bad pinch there by Connor Murphy, and Jamie Benn off to the races. This is the end of a long shift. Benn And then there's that extra pass. Eakin just kind of runs out of real estate. Fans on this puck as well. I think Connor Murphy just got enough of Seguin's stick to make that pass bobble over to Eakin.
5 hat tricks since 13-14, most in the NHL, as you saw across the top.
22 years old, too. That's the incredible thing. Been in the league so long, won a Stanley Cup.
Reeder putting heat that time.
Yeah, a lot older than that.
Unreal numbers as Sevier will bring it out. Broken up by Reeder. Reeder stealthily has had a very solid defensive showing here tonight in Dallas. Schlemko. Gotta back it over the line. Reeder has it again. He'll work it right wing corner against Brendan Dillon. Klingberg now. Bothered by Doan. Pops free. Here's an opportunity. Gagne feeds it to Yandel. Now to Connor Murphy trying to get it towards the front, and it deflects right to Kari Lehtinen.
Well, welcome back. Look at the effort here by McMillan. Here, Chaz Roberts, cool play of the game. He goes down once, tries to block the shot, and then he dives in front of this one. Talk about a guy who loves to block shots. How is that even possible? Doing whatever it takes to get in front of that bomb.
Our Chaz Roberts cool play of the game. Something else there.
Gee, that is good stuff. Those are the things that make you win. Those are the type of players that you want
Infectious.
on your team. Guys love it. When you see that from the bench, you love it, you applaud it. And that is why he's in the good books of Dave Tippett.
So they mark it to the right of Kari Lehtinen. Brendan Dillon will send one around. Roussel got a stick on it, but Connor Murphy is there to intercept. Good back pressure there. Antoine Vermette supporting out Yandel. And this one will go up the ice. Let's see if they wave it off. Nope, icing the call here against the Coyotes.
Our Fox Sports Arizona ticket office takeover is underway, and you're bringing the savings to you tonight only. 45% off the box office price. You get 2 tickets for the November 29th game against Calgary and the December 11th game against Nashville. Get your seats in the lower bowl for just $160 or in the upper level for $80. And enjoy 2 great games. This offer ends when we get off the air, so call now. 480-563-PUCK.
Big save there by Smith. Goes to Spezza. This one will go all the way back.
Giving up nothing. Nothing down low. Going to take a great individual effort by one of the Stars to penetrate that box tonight.
Yandel got it across. Reeder had to wait. Coyotes wearing a shift change, and this one ends up in behind the Dallas net. Here's a takeover. Here's a chance. Doan, and he's stopped there by Lehtinen. Let one rip.
What a ripper is right. That was a dart one-timer by Doan. What a feed by Reeder.
Reeder now holding on to it. Gets it to Doan. Doan's wrister. That hit. Body on the way to the net. Down to the front again. Oh, and a chance Reeder, but couldn't finish it off there from Gagne.
He took a good whack from Vern Fiddler in front. It's another good shift and another example of just simple hockey, getting that puck in deep.
Yeah, they got a shot away that time. Ekman Larsson coming close. All right, tried to send it across. And McCulloch back to retrieve.
Now Dallas, they chased down that puck, but there at the end of the shift, that whole line spent the entire time defending.
Over the line for McMillan, and he drops Gagne. Looking around, Coyotes wearing a bit of a change. Way back that time, and McMillan all over it. The puck is played right back in.
DJ Cromping blows a tire and knocks over Lehtinen.
Out of the zone here, Seguin back it over the line with a wrister and a stop by Smith, and that'll get a face-off.
Well, there's nothing there. Seguin throws a muffin on Smith from the outside, but again, here's how it starts. A simple dump in, and Reeder gets to work. Uses that great speed, forces a turnover, and leads to that shot of Shane Doan. Nice job there by Reeder to find Doan in that quiet area, unattended, wide open. Bad coverage by Dallas, and this is why Arizona wants to play the Dallas Stars zone. They will get their opportunity.
Sagan off the draw to the front, and they can't finish it off. Jamie Benn looking for a deflection.
Too cute.
Randall got it in over the line, cleared by Murphy. We talk a lot about it. Turn your brain off. Maybe that's part of the problem right now with the Dallas Stars, where, like you're saying, too cute as this one is handled by Kari Lehtonen.
Well, they have a ton of skill. We all know that. But when you're struggling, you just got to take the simple play. Take the shot that's given to you. Goligoski's right in front of Smith, and he elects to make the cute pass to try to hit. I believe that was Jamie Benn. Yeah, if he connects, it's a goal. But you got to play your odds sometimes, simplify things, not get overly fancy.
Wagner into the left wing corner, will cut behind the net. Back out high and a shot away, but it's blocked. Schlemko going to back it over the line. Coyotes had to clear the zone on the delayed offside. And so Jyrki Jokipaka with the puck. Back at center ice, Horkoff to Jokipaka. Unfinished defenseman will send one to Mike Smith. We'll play it around. Jokipaka, good keep though.
Dallas just keeps playing the puck to Mike Smith. You have to know better. I always talk about it. It's like having another defenseman out there. Much better take passes than I ever did as a player.
Stretch pass there for Seager. It goes over the glass. And we're going to whistle. Well, and we've talked about the struggles of the Dallas Stars on home ice. Everybody's surprised considering they went out, they got Alashemsky, they spent some dough on him. Jason Spezza, they got him from the Ottawa Senators in a blockbuster deal. So, you know, one would think.
I was really hoping Arizona was going to get Alashemsky. Now, not so much. 3 years, $12 million. No goals and 2 assists.
Antoine Roussel with a shot cleared away by Ekman-Larsson.
Spezza's been very decent for Dallas, though. He's their second leading scorer. Only got 1 goal in his last 11 games. Hasn't put up the numbers goal-wise, but points-wise, he's right where he should be.
Something else to think about, too. You know, we talk about hockey being a constant team game, right? Well, it takes a while for everything to mesh, to patch up. They may be running out of runway, so to speak.
Yeah. Too many additions, not enough time.
Comes out high, Ekman-Larsson, he shoots. That's loose in front. Lehtonen swimming a little bit, and McCulloch with a shot that's blocked away.
Oh man, that hit somebody in front, wide open net. Lehtonen down and out.
Behind the net, Gagne is all over it.
Look at the work here.
In over the line, Moen now. Travis Moen cutting to the front. Good stick on Moen, but they score. It goes through. They're waving it off. No goal. No
Goalie
goal.
interference.
This is going to be ruled off and possible goaltender interference.
Yeah, right away. This was declined. Nice job by Moen, though. Good individual effort. We talked about this is what it was going to take for Dallas to get on the board, but even now, that's not enough. Well, there you have it. Mike Smith unable to play his position. I believe it was Dylan in the blue paint. No goal.
So the Dallas Stars come close. 2 looks here at what just transpired. You got to allow the goaltender to play his position. And it was ruled that was not the case.
Welcome back. Good defensive effort here by Reeder as Moen takes that puck to the net. You'll see 4 in green impeding Mike Smith in that blue paint. Unable to make this save on Moen. Good call by the referees here.
Lindy Ruff, during our break behind the bench, was saying that the Dallas player had been pushed in by Toby Reeder, but Reeder left him alone. He had plenty of time to get out. He never did.
Yeah, initially, you take your man hard to the net.
Daly over the line, got stick checked that time by Vermette. Ends up in behind. And now Daly will get it right to the front, and Ben was there, but it's sticked away by Smith. Played to the line. Daly, good keep. Ben sent it towards the net, and that sailed wide. Goligoski back out high. Seguin. Murphy tying up his man.
A nice job by Murphy. Not worried about the puck at all. Just worried about his man, which was Eakin. Gave him nothing.
Bodker overskated the puck. Here's a chance, and they work it back out high again, but it's taken away, and that's one too many passes.
Another cute play by the same guy, Goligoski. He's got it. He's going to one-time it, and he wants to pass it. He wants to get cute.
Seguin has it. Look for a trailer. The thing about it is if Seguin shoots that puck there, you might get a rebound off the goaltender. Kyle Chipchura. Over it goes. Chance Stone to the front, and that's steered away by Kari Lehtinen. Chipchura, good keep. Behind the net, Klinkhammer. Rob Klinkhammer will go back to the far corner looking for Erat.
This is one of our keys to the hockey game right here. Just working them down low. Work them, turn them, and burn them.
A little bit of that going on right now. Coyotes got it to the front. Alexiak that time knocked Rob Klinkhammer down, and it's cleared back to the Coyotes blue line. Eric Cole blocked away by Stone. That one sent out, no problem for Smith. 3.5 to go in the second period. 1-0 Coyotes. Long time ago, a power play goal by Lauri Korpikoski in the first. Pollock lost it. Spezza couldn't handle it. Coyotes get a break there.
Oh, do they ever? That puck just wouldn't settle down for Spezza, who was gonzo.
Klingberg trying to get around Ekman Larsson. Spezza and Klingberg poked away. Good poke there by Ekman Larsson. And Doan that time was looking for Reeder instead, icing the call. Downstairs, Todd Walsh.
Guys, I'll tell you, you can feel the tension down here at ice level between the benches where I'm still hanging out. Lindy Ruff certainly wearing the pressure of what's been going on of late, and Tyson DeChase, what you were just talking about earlier today. He was mentioning one of his biggest frustrations, his team just wanting to get rid of the puck, trying to do a little too much, be a little too fancy. Remember what I told you on the pregame show? Somebody implied to him today from the Dallas media that maybe this is the team that he has. It's not a skid. When will he look at it that way? And he said after 82 games and walked away. Ended the press conference. So you can feel it down here at ice level. Critical juncture in this game if the Coyotes can weather this storm.
Wow, that's exactly right. He's just way too fancy. I mean,
vintage Lindy.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, one of the proudest in the game of hockey. And I don't think there's any doubt that the Dallas Stars are going to put it together. They're only down by 1 so far here with 2.5 to go.
And just 2 points back of the Arizona Coyotes.
There's an opportunity. Back it over the line. Vitale tried to get it towards the front. Oh, and McMillan was there again.
But until you start scoring regular, you got to get your oomph back. You got to get your confidence back. And in order to do that, you got to start shooting pucks. It's fine. You know, this team probably early on scored a bunch of fancy goals. But long term, it's not what works in the NHL. You look at the Coyotes. They don't score a lot of fancy goals. You just get the pucks to the net, whack and hack away. That's how the NHL is.
Well, let's be honest, too. The Coyotes defensively tonight haven't given them a lot. Been very tight. Look at the numbers in this period, and that's maybe a little bit of a turnaround from period 1 as this one goes off the end boards. Coyotes dominating in the opening 20. Murphy got one away, letting in the save, and that'll get a face-off. Well, you've seen the deal, and you know the price is 2 tickets to each of the 2 games in the upper level for $80, lower level for $160. But Fox Sports Arizona has also decided to pick up some random Coyotes fans for a unique fan experience or 2. Wouldn't you want to watch warm-ups from the penalty box? Maybe take a ride on the Zamboni or be in the high 5 line? Take advantage of these offers before it's too late. The ticket office takeover, good for the rest of our broadcast tonight. 480-563-PUCK. So not only do you get a great deal, you get a chance at things that most people don't get. As Bodker will play it into the corner.
Phones were burning up. Guy was sweating away there.
Korpikoski. I understand it's been a good night on the phone, so that's great. Fans are smart. Stone tried to set it up there for Antoine Vermette, who got upended that time by the young defenseman Jochen Paka. Now back out high, intended that time for Stone. The Coyotes will race back to get it. Played all the way back. Kari Lehtinen will look to ignite it the other way.
Icing.
An icing call here. This is the time of the game with 1:09 remaining. If you go back to that game in Glendale a couple of weeks ago, you got to close out periods.
Yeah, and you know with Dallas and all this talent they have, Tyler Seguin, I mean, he changed that game in a matter of 59 seconds. He scored 2 goals. So you can't take your foot off the gas pedal. Keep putting the puck into safe areas. And that was a bad play there by Lehtinen. Icing.
Back of the line, McCulloch. And that's broken up. Eaves back to center. Got it in over the line, and now we get a whistle here on the offside, and I would imagine they'll try to get Seguin out. We'll hear the Dallas Stars here for the final minute or so.
The other thing the Coyotes have done a real nice job here tonight, and we talked to Newell Brown in between periods, was that back pressure. That F3 doing a real good job.
Vermette's done a nice job on that tonight.
Yeah, getting on your horse and back checking through the middle of the ice. Really eliminating this transition game of the Dallas Stars, and that allows your defense to step up and be more aggressive in the neutral zone.
And on that note, as a former player, what is the toughest position as a forward to play from the defensive side of the puck?
Well, it's obviously center ice. I mean, you're doing a lot of work down low. You know, in the offensive zone, it's just free wheel. There's no set positions. It's just finding.
But you're filling the middle coming back, right?
But you're filling the middle coming back. Most important area of the ice.
Reeder along the boards, deep inside the Dallas zone. Doan will take it away. Coyotes get a chance. McCulloch with a shot just wide. Good battle there. Gagne with Tyler Seguin. Ben is out there too. McCulloch trying to get it out of the zone. Smart play there. Flip back to center. 20 to go in the period. Reeder is off. He's replaced by Klinkhammer. Over the line for Trevor Daley. 10 seconds to go. Spezza has it. Now Spezza trying to take it in behind the net. Got it to the front. It's underneath Smith. And so a face-off with 4.8 remaining.
Again, nice play by Spezza taking this puck wide, but no shot. He gets it here. He's got it. He can throw it at the net. You got Jamie Benn right there. Not a whole lot of room, but could have went to the net before Gagne closed in on him. Another whistle, making it real easy on Mike Smith here tonight. Just 8 shots in this period for Dallas, trailing 1-0. Mike Smith and the Coyotes will take that any day.
In behind the net it goes. It'll go around to the corner, and time expires here in the second period tonight in Dallas. 3 things you need to know about our upcoming second intermission. Todd will chat with Kyle Chipchura. Jay and Dan are on thin ice. And another edition of A Nasher Knows. A lot of the same that we saw in the opening period in the second. And the Korpikoski goal to this point holding up because of the defensive play and the effort put forth by the Coyotes.
Well, I can't say it's been that entertaining of a game, but I'll tell you what, it's worked. It has worked. It's a simple road game. They're doing all the little things, dumping that puck in, and we saw 5 or 6 shifts in a row of that offensive zone time that I wanted to see more of after the first. Real solid period for the Coyotes.
All right, shots through 2, 19 for the Coyotes, 18 for the Dallas Stars, and the lone goal back at 14:21 on the power play in the first period. Lauri Korpikoski is second. Stick around. Todd chats with Kyle Chipchura when we return to Dallas. And when you talk about not having a morning skate here in Dallas, conserving that energy, looking at the big picture, it really puts into focus this third period in a 1-goal hockey game. And maybe Dave Tippett was thinking about this statistic.
Yeah, you look at the Dallas Stars, terrible third periods. Tied for the worst in the NHL with the Columbus Blue Jackets. They have just fallen apart. They're in a massive tailspin right now, especially on home ice. 1-5-4 this year
And if the players take that to heart too much on the Coyotes side, all Tip has to do is remind them of what happened a couple of weeks ago out at Gila River Arena. We hope that's not the case here tonight as we get a whistle on the early icing call. Through 2 periods and a look at the numbers here tonight at American Airlines Center in Dallas. And we talked about the faceoffs. Coyotes dominated the opening period. Dallas got their possession game going a little bit by dominating the second.
Yeah, in Dallas, you look at the shot attempts, 42-39 for the Stars. That could be much, much higher. It should be much higher. And I'm sure Lindy Ruff had something to say.
Klingberg skates in. He shoots. He scores. Wow. John Klingberg's first NHL goal, and it's 1-1.
What a beauty, too. Your first ever NHL goal, and this is it? Holy! That was a thing of beauty. Face-off win by the Stars, and Mikkel Boedker gets caught picking flowers. He's reaching. Klingberg walks right around him. That is just bad coverage. Mike Smith down, and he throws a bullet over the shoulder. Mike Smith screamed on the play by McCulloch, who lost his glove. What a goal, and Dallas off to the races here in the third period.
And another icing call here against the Coyotes, and so the faceoff will come back. Klingberg, his first ever in the NHL at the 19-second mark.
And that's a beautiful move on Boedker, but that can't happen. You can't fish for the puck. You got to take the body. You look at him right square in the chest, right in that star. You don't get fooled by the head shake or anything with the hands. You hit, and you hit right through the body.
Puck set wide. Klinkhammer will try to get it off the boards, and he clears back to center.
Dallas Stars goal, his first goal of the season.
That'll move it along.
NHL goal.
Sent back in. Murphy will try to jam it. Martin Erat now as well as Connor Murphy now. Stripped by Ben. Comes back out high. Daly shot. He scores! 2 goals in 52 seconds, and Dallas leads it for the first time tonight.
That's why stats mean nothing. Dallas did it to the Coyotes a few weeks ago in Arizona, and they've done it here again. This time in Dallas on home ice, 59 seconds apart. The last time these two clubs met, this time 52 seconds apart. They scored 2 goals and have taken the lead, and this time it's Eakin with the redirect off the Daly shot. No chance on the play for Mike Smith. Coyotes need a shift here desperately to get the momentum back somehow.
2 goals, 33 seconds apart for Dallas. 2 goals in the opening minute of the third. They're going to whistle here on the offside.
So you're in control, total control of the hockey game. Up 1-0 for the majority of this game. And boom, boom. Dallas right back in it. And they have so much talent, so much offensive firepower on this Stars team. A game can change in a matter of seconds, and it just has. In fact, 52 seconds.
So Cody Eakin with his 4th in 52 seconds. Brendan Dillon with it for Dallas. Sends one in. And an icing call here. So Cody Eakin at 52 seconds. Prior to that, John Klingberg at 19 seconds.
Well, Hemsky gets an assist on that Klingberg goal. His 3rd of the season. And Daly, on their top offensive defenseman, sets up Eakin for that redirect. Perfect shot from the point.
Brendan Dillon behind the net, tied up by Shane Doan. And now Fiddler trying to get it out. Good keep. Schlemko sent it wide of the mark. And behind the net, Gagne trying to set it up. Reeder is there as well. You said it at the end of the second period. You like the Coyotes' defensive effort. They need to get back to that after a couple of quick Dallas goals. But you also said you'd like to see them with more offensive opportunities. We'll see if they can do that, trailing here at 2-1 as this one goes off netting.
Mike Smith a little bit rattled. He's got to lock it down here. Down by a goal now. All of a sudden, that can shock the system a little bit. They need to regroup here in the worst way. Tough road trip. This is as fresh as they're going to be on this trip, this game, this moment right now.
Sean Horkoff, but he can't get it past McCulloch. He'll play it in behind the net. And Vitale will chip it along, getting it back to center. Eric Cole is there. And now McCulloch. Excuse me, Horkoff in the near corner. Got it to the front. Now McMillan trying to get it out. Joe Vitale can't clear it. Horkoff goes in behind the net, working on Ekman Larsson. Sevier now to the front. Eric Cole was there, but he couldn't get a shot away. Now taken away here, another chance, and a shot sails over the top by Joachim Paka. The Coyotes will set it up. Both teams chasing it up front. Ekman Larsson. And around the boards all the way back to center. Taken by Klingberg and sent right back in.
And a big time momentum shift right here. Coyotes on their heels.
Korpikoski with the Coyotes goal tonight. He brings it in. Antoine Vermette behind the net for Bodker. Now Korpikoski going to go after it. Good keep of the line by Connor Murphy. No, they say it came out, so a delayed offside call. That's canceled out. Coyotes go for the change, and it's Spezza to send one around. Behind the net for Connor Murphy. Reeder over the line. A chip and chase there. Eakin can't get it out, so now Reeder works it behind the net for Gagne. Try to work it out high. Yandel. Now Yandel getting around his man. He shoots. He hit the post. Wow. Keith Yandel got one in behind Lettinen, and he rang it off the bar.
What a move by Yandel on Tyler Seguin. You see his jog shot up in the rafters.
Chance in front. Seguin, and he stopped that time. And he went hard to the end boards.
He's had a rough shift here.
Coyotes sent it right back in. Klinkhammer. And now Mullen going to try to get it out. Getting hacked that time by Kyle Chipchura. Chipchura will take it away. Goligoski now after Korpikoski. He can't clear it, so Stone on the follow-up to the front. Oh, it just went wide. Behind the net, Erat. Chipchura. Trevor Daley. And out of the zone through center. Gordon Fiddler. Erat trying to move it along in over the line for Chipchura. Taken away that time. And back to center before it's sent in by Stone. Coyotes are looking to change it. They'll get a quick change here early in the third. They trail this game 2-1.
Couple better shifts here for Arizona. Turning up the temperature, trying to tie this game up. Again, they're getting that puck behind Dallas's defense.
This one is flipped over the glass and out of play. Well, tonight's Nissan High Excitement player is
Keith Yandel. Great move there on Tyler Seguin, who he got a stick up in the mouth, off the pipe. Keith Yandel, and then back. The Dallas Stars come the other way. 2-on-1 ensues. Connor Murphy caught up ice. Matter of inches right there. Yandel almost out of goal.
Bodker will deflect one deep, letting it out to play it. He'll send all the way down, and this will be an icing against Dallas. The Coyotes will get a rare offensive zone faceoff. They haven't had many of those in the second half here tonight.
No, they haven't. They were dominated in the circle in that second period. And now the faceoffs become that much more important because you're down by a goal and you need to start out with that puck and try to generate something. Faceoffs are the first place to look as you look at the numbers overall here tonight. Coyotes dominated the first, Dallas the second. All those little one-on-one battles, Matt, all over the ice.
Dillon's going to try to move it along on the right side. Sevier in for it. Taken away by Sam Gagner, and he'll play it back for Keith Yandle. Almost 6 minutes gone here, period 3 tonight from Dallas. First of 3 on the road for the Coyotes.
Arizona needs a little Keith Yandle magic here. Got to find a way to get points.
Nearly had it when he put one off the pipe. This one is sent wide. Yandle behind the net. He'll move it along, and Ekman Larsson, or excuse me, Korpikoski with it. Korpikoski sends behind the net. Out of the zone back to center. Schlemko. The Bodker. Easy counter, though. The Coyotes just don't have that jump here to begin in the third period of play. Played in. Now they have good pressure here down low, but it pops free and Sagan out with it. Over the line, he shoots. And a save by Smith.
That was a bomb.
Well, the Stars have turned the game. John Klingberg is first in the NHL. 33 seconds later, Cody Eakin, and it's 2-1. Welcome back. Time to look at our Taco Bell game summary. And the Coyotes in the first period of play way back, getting the power play goal from Korpikoski. That gave them the 1-0 lead through 2. Dallas went to work early third. First, it was a waved off goal. That actually late in the second. Then here's the goal. John Klingberg is the first of his NHL career, 19 seconds into the third. 33 seconds later, Cody Eakin able to get a stick deflection past Mike Smith. That's where we stand, 2-1 in favor of the Dallas Stars, who are just 1-5-4 on home ice, but right now with momentum.
Momentum is right, feeling good about themselves. All of a sudden, frustration was starting to show until that first goal, beautiful first goal ever in the NHL, was Klingberg.
But he had good offensive numbers in the American League, 12 points in 10 games.
Yeah.
A lot of people thought he'd make the Dallas Stars out of training camp.
No, I don't think he's going anywhere at this point. Wow.
Back to center ice, taken away. That's one of the reasons they unloaded Sergei Gonchar. They figured Klingberg is ready.
The real deal.
For the line taken away, and Eakin and Sagan will try to work it back. Cody Eakin with it. Tried to drop it. Reeder will take that one away. Brendan Dillon. And Sagan will dump one in. He seems fine after going awkwardly into the Emperors earlier in the period. Take away here, but now Erad is there, and he'll set it up for the Coyotes. 2-1 Dallas leading it. 12:17 to go here in the third. Played back and over the line. Chance for Chipchura. Now Chipchura trying to get a shot away. Played pretty nicely by Brendan Dillon. Coyotes will pick it off. Here's a chance. Chipchura out high. And a stop that time by Lettinen.
It's about time this line got a shift. They really generated and started things off in the second period for Arizona because of their hard work. That's all a good forecheck is hard work, getting in on the puck and forcing the defenseman of the Dallas Stars into a quick early decision. And Coyotes are on top of it. Klinkhammer gets in, takes a hit to make a play. Good support. And then that shot by Chipchura with Erad almost able to bang home that rebound. That's just hard work. Good cycling. Old-fashioned, hard-working shift.
Schlemko, good pinch there. I'll work it down low. Brendan Dillon for Dallas. And Vern Fiddler will move it back to Dillon, and they'll get it out of the zone. And this one knocked down out of midair by Schlemko for Stone. Vermette leaves it. Bodker over the line. Bodker in behind the net. Big twirl there.
I like it. He didn't stop up, though. He took it wide.
Stone with a shot. That goes off the glass. Klingberg can't move it along. Antoine Vermette for Stone. Got a weak one away. Never made it to the net. And a fan on it. Eric Cole will come back for the Stars. But batted away by Stone and forced right back up the ice with 11:05 remaining in the third. Bodker will send it in before he sends himself to the bench. Spezza. All the way down here, and after it is Yandel. Murphy can't get it out. Spezza's there. Sticked in behind the net. Turnover. Spezza. Now Spezza with it out high. Across, but a good stick there. And we'll get a whistle. Well, our CenturyLink link to what's next. Coyotes will be on the road Saturday from San Jose. They'll meet the Sharks. We'll have it for you beginning at 8 p.m. right here on Fox Sports Arizona. San Jose Saturday. Quick turnaround for the game in Anaheim on Sunday. And then home for a little bit.
Yeah, a little home cooking. Coyotes got to get cooking here right now. 10:30 to go, down by a goal.
Erat. Goligoski. Knocked away. Vitale got it in over the line, but it's been the other way for Seguin. Seguin trying to pull the defenseman back, dropped it out high, but Erat was there. Dumps it right back in over the line, and Goligoski and Erat after it. Trevor Daley comes away with it for Dallas.
You got to know it's in the back of the Dallas Stars' minds. Their third periods, their struggles. Absolutely had the hardest time closing out games. You know it's weighing on their minds.
Eaves will send one to the net. Smith made the save, and it's loose in front. Ordon will pick it off. Bumped all the way back in, and going after it is Reeder. Reeder and Klingberg tying one another up. Reeder comes away with it. Now Reeder to the front. He shoots, and that was blocked away by Klingberg. Good board work here by the rookie, but it pops free and out of the zone. And Eaves will dump one deep. 9 minutes remaining in regulation. Coyotes looking for a goal to tie it up after giving up two.
What a hit.
And a big horse Shane Doan that time with a heavy hit. Cole will bring it back. Try to get it past Stone. Good counter here. Korpikoski over the line. Gagne. Korpikoski behind the net. Trying to go to work. It's scrambly there. And taken away and cleared. Jamie Benn tries to free it, and he'll get it to Seguin. Threw it in on left wing, and this could be an icing call. They wave it off. Even. Good work there for the Stars. Ben and Murphy battle for it. Now Vermette. Taken away, and Eakin will send right back in. Quick change here. Coyotes now with 7:50 to get this game tied. Smith will play it. Ekman Larson. And Antoine Roussel. And this one goes over the glass. Or over the boards, I should say. Shane Doan laying the lumber. 2-1 Dallas. Coyotes led most of the game, but the Dallas Stars have pushed themselves in front here in the third period to play. Our Mid-First Bank on-ice leaders are the goal scorers. John Klingberg, congratulations, first career goal, and Cody Eakin, second straight game he's tallied for Lindy Ruff's team. Well, they face off at center, and Gagne's unit back out there for the Coyotes with Reeder and Doan. Antoine Roussel. Going to work it to the front for Spezza. Right at the side of the net, and Smith that time makes the save. Well, you've seen the deal, and you know the price is still time to jump in on the ticket office takeover. Don't forget about those unique fan experiences, watching warm-ups from the penalty box, being in the high five line, riding the Zamboni. The ticket offer is outstanding. You'll save 45% tonight only until we go off the air tonight. 480-563-PUCK. Operators are standing by. One of those games is over Thanksgiving weekend. It's a week from Saturday, so you have family coming in for the holidays. What a great opportunity to come see the Coyotes hockey out at Gila River Arena. They battle for possession as the clock ticks down to 7:10 remaining in period 3. And Antoine Vermette comes out of the scrum with it. Bodker over the line. He looks for Korpikoski. Does he have another one in his stick here tonight? He had the power play goal back in the first period.
There's that little stutter step from Korpikoski. We haven't seen that too often this year.
Back at center ice, Vermette trying to set it up there for Bodker. And now Moen for Daly. Good speed in over the line, trying to take it wide. Murphy will cut it off.
Daly's Dallas's version of Keith Yandel. Great skater, creates a lot of offense from their back end. Always looking to join the rush every chance.
Board battle in the corner, and it goes behind the net. Chasing it down is Daly. Sent it right back in for the front pole. Couldn't get a shot away, and here comes Reeder the other way for the Coyotes. Going 1-on-3 is Arizona doing a shift change there.
Now making the smart decision there, though. That puck gets in deep. Short, hard shifts here with just under 6 minutes.
McMillan plays it in behind the net. Gagne out with it. Lofts one over the head of Brendan Dillon. They wave off the icing here. At that time, McMillan on Klingberg, and he also caught the ref. Seguin the other way. Stopped that time by Smith. And he will hold on to get a face-off. Talk about the hop and Corpy step. Good look right here in a 2-1 game in Dallas.
Welcome back. There's a look at Sam Gagner. Coyotes need a little love from somebody. Let's hope it's Gagner. Got an assist in this hockey game on the Korpikoski goal. The Coyotes got to find a way somehow to tie this one up.
Faceoff's going to be marked to the left of goaltender Mike Smith. Goligoski with it. Wrister to the net. Eakin. And Smith had to make the save there. Eakin for Dallas in behind the net. Try the wrapper on it. It goes right through the crease. Jamie Benn. Now Seguin. Eakin will take it away. Working down low. Now Dallas trying to play the territorial game with just 5 minutes or so remaining in this third period.
Yeah, just killing clock right now. Controlling the puck as well. Puck possession, the name of the game for the Stars.
McCulloch will look up ice. Set in, funny hop that's swept away that time. The puck swept away by Letman. Comes in front, batted away by Dillon. Good keep by Reeder. Helped out by Yandel before it's taken away, and Antoine Roussel the other way, 1-on-1 against Murphy. And Roussel cutting in behind the net. Leaves it there for Seguin, or Spezza. Now Jason Spezza trying to work it to the front. Spezza still with a puck. He takes a shot and he scores.
the Dallas Stars. Roussel starts this whole thing off. Just working the boards. Killing clock. Takes it around, throws it back for Spezza, who is too big and strong. And Kiki Andel keeping him to the outside, and he turns and fires. This one's on Mike Smith, though. That is not a good goal. Smith thinks he has the near post covered. Spezza finds that hole and gets his 4th of the season, and it's a big one.
So Spezza's goal coming at 15:42, an insurance marker for Dallas. Coyotes now trailing by 2. And they get it in over the line. Let's see if they can get at least one back quickly to make it a photo finish.
And that was defended perfectly. Keeping everything to the outside. You leave the shooter for the goaltender. Mike Smith just has to make that save.
Fiddler. And Schlumko with it. 3.5. Remaining in period 3. Dallas with 3 here in the 3rd period of play.
What do you know? Dallas starts shooting the puck, not looking for that cute, perfect play. It's worked.
Hemsky with a couple of helpers here tonight. Good key to the line. Ekman Larsson sent one wide. Off the end boards and chipped over the top by Mikhail Bodker.
I think Horcoff just saved the goal there. In front, Bodker shot that puck towards the wide open net. Went off the shaft of Horcoff.
Now the other way and in over the line with it is Sevier. He takes a shot. That's handled by Smith. And Korpikoski, the lone Coyote goal tonight, will circle inside of his own zone. Antoine Roussel, Ales Hemsky on the assist. This one shot in, but on the offside.
Well, here's that last chance we just talked about. Bodker in front. Good opportunity. Here comes the puck off the end boards. Lively end boards. Right off the stick. Leaving Horcoff. Coyotes got to find a way. They dried up offensively after that 5-goal burst against Vancouver. Only scored 4 goals in their last 3 games so far.
2 in Edmonton, 1 Tuesday night against the Washington Capitals.
One here tonight.
One here tonight that held up for quite a while.
Unless their power plays scoring 5-on-5, they just dried right up.
They've had, what, 2 power plays, I believe, all night long? Korpikoski got the goal on the power play back in the 1st period.
And you know that's the game plan. When you play Arizona, be disciplined. Don't allow them to go to work on the power play.
Sagan with a nice bit of stick work. Connor Murphy will take it away. Under 2 minutes to go in the 3rd period of play. Played right back in. Into the corner, Doan after it. Korpikoski is there as well. Smith to the bench, so the extra attacker out for Dave Tippett. And it's taken away, and Brendan Dillon's going to move it along for Antoine Roussel, who gets cut off that time by Michael Stone. Spezza sniffing around, as is Roussel. Coyotes will move it along, and they've got the extra attacker out there right now, trailing by 2.
Hemsky out there for the Dallas Stars. You got to think Lindy Ruff would love to get Hemsky on the board. Get the big donut off of his numbers.
Erad with it. Pulls the trigger, blocked by Eves. Another shot in. Rebound. Oh, it's in the crease there. Trying to get it past Lettinen, and he makes the save.
I'll tell you what, after that real big error by Lettinen on the Korpikoski goal, he has locked it in. And really, really solid here for the Stars to finish this game up, allowing his team to come back in this game, take the lead, and then take over this game completely. Coyotes with only 24 shots on Lettinen here tonight. Found the net one time.
Lettinen he is definitely a momentum type of goaltender. When he gets hot, he gets blazing hot.
Yeah, streaky.
Very streaky, yeah. Timeout here taken by the Coyotes. Minute 1 remaining. Dave Tippett at the bench has the huddled masses, and
they're going to make some quick work here of the Stars. Starting with this offensive zone faceoff. Everything. You can't afford to move the puck around. You got to throw everything at the net in a hurry.
So the Coyotes will send over the boards Gagne, Doan, Vermette, Korpikoski, Yandel, and Ekman-Larsson. They're going to mark it to the right of Kari Lettinen. Tyler Seguin is out there for Dallas. The face-off will be between Vermette and Eakin. Cody Eakin with what stands to be the game winner right now. And a shot taken that time, loose to the front. Gagne all over it. Coyotes trying to keep it inside the zone. They work it towards the front of the net. This one taken away by Seguin, but batted away that time by Yandel before it's cleared out. Yandel's going to go after it. Seguin will take it away. Back out high, and Ben sent it over the top of the net. 35 to go in regulation. The Coyotes will look to move it out, and Keith Yandel brings it along. Over the line for Shane Doan. Right through the crease. That goes wide. Kept by Yandel. Try to get one to the front. A chance there. Doan. And it rolls to the line. Was it in? Puck is played to the line.
Shane Doan had a pretty good view of it. I don't think it was.
The time may run out if it's across the line. Time will run out as Lettinen fires it down the lane. That's going to do it, but hold on. They will review this, and if the goal went across the line and counts, they will put time back on the clock.
I think Shane Doan, who had a real good view of it, would be a little bit more excited at this point, making up a bigger argument at the Coyotes bench. Here's a look at it. Doan gets it and throws it. Goes off the right pad and right on the goal line. Goligoski right there.
Very similar to Zbynek McCulloch's clear the other night against the Washington Capitals.
Yeah, watch the stick at 33. Goligoski. That puck has to completely go over the goal line.
That will not be a goal, and the game will be over. So here we go with a quick announcement courtesy of referee Tom Cowell.
It's confirmed. The puck never crossed the goal line. We have no goal. The game is over.
So Doan comes close. The Coyotes give up 3 in the third against a team that had to say it mildly, issues in terms of their third period play. And the Dallas Stars get their second win on home ice, defeating the Coyotes 3-1. This one hurts.
Yeah, it hurts, no question, for a team that dominated a good majority of this game. But Dallas, they just will not go away. Bad third periods or not, that was a big win for the Stars.
2 textbook periods for the Coyotes, but they give up 3 in the third in Dallas. And we'll be back to talk about it on Coyotes Live after this.